Hello and welcome back to the channel. I'm here and I explore. Yes, we're now on 2025 and this is, I think it's the second street video I've done this year already. So okay, let's get on with the video and start walking around and see what else I have recently found and discovered. Okay, on with it. Currently stood in a car park. Right, I'm in between Garibaldi Street and Duncan Street. Yes, a car park. Okay, show you where I am. I mean, you probably can recognise the mural on the wall over there. Streamer Street Market over that way. Salvation Army that used to be over there. I think there's a cafe now. Okay, so the reason I'm here, I've recently found some things that are obviously not here anymore. Okay, so where I'm stood now, roughly round about here, there was a garage. Okay, there's a garage right here somewhere, buried, long gone, and next to it a warehouse. Okay, so what it is, there is two terrace houses down here, or terraced, you know what, terraced houses, yeah. One was called Edward Terrace and the other one was called Duncan Terrace. Okay, so Duncan Terrace, as the name suggests, ran out onto Duncan Street, which is where the camera's pointing now. Okay, and Edward Terrace pointed out onto where Garibaldi Street is. Okay, so I'm going to give you some of the numbers. Edward Terrace, the only numbers I've got in here is 1 to 6, and then there was one missing. Okay, Duncan Terrace, I have got numbers 9 up to 16. So if any of you lived in any of them in this area here, or any of you remember this, okay, the timeline I'm looking at here is 1944, 1974 on the maps, pictures and things that I did look at. So if any of you lived in these or got any memories, usual comments below. Okay, let's move on to the next. Right, I'm on Grimsby Street now. Okay, and this in there is the location, and I'm assuming that this is still the building of the Grimsby Social Club. Okay, and I'm also down here because I have done this one before, the ambulance station. Okay, and recently doing side-by-side maps, etc. I've got its location down pretty good, I think. Obviously, you know, I never saw it, but it was behind these buildings here. Okay, now to get around the back of it, I've got to walk up here, and then I've got to walk down Castle Street. One of the famous streets, by the way, Brave Street, World War One, was I think it was the most soldiers lost down one street in Grimsby during the First World War. Okay, so let's go down Castle Street and I'll try and locate this, you know, the way into the ambulance station, because it was behind buildings, it was set back off the road, so I'm sure this is the entrance to it. If you know different, I mean, please let me know in the comments. But this is what the maps are telling me and the information, which is I'm going to go down there. Okay, right, so I've come down here now, Castle Street, and the entrance was in here. It's very narrow, by the way. Very narrow, but this is definitely the back of it. Okay, and the Grimsby Club is through there. You can see that building there, the biggish one, right in the corner. But yeah, it was in here. This is one of the ways in. By the way, there's an house missing along here. I just counted them, and it must have been just here. But this passage was definitely narrow. But anybody can tell me any difference. But yeah, that's the only thing I've got on here. You know, the entrance into it is from here. But there you go. Right, now walking towards Grimsby. I'm just going to point out this building here. I think you've probably all seen this one somewhere or other. Okay, this is the telephone exchange. Now I believe there's other things in there nowadays. From what I can find out, I believe there's some government work goes on in there, i.e. the DWP. I'm probably wrong, or probably read that wrong somewhere, but anyway. Okay, so, back down. In this area, I'll turn this around in a minute because there's cars in here. But in here, it's across the road from that, in here, is where all these cars are parked. Okay, all this area was, it says a government offices. Okay, that was all where I've just shown you. I'll go back a little bit, say there's cars and things in there, but in there where all these are parked, that was on the corner of Grimsby Street. and Upper Bearger Street, which I've just walked down. So across the road from here and straight in front, going through that building there, that led onto Ranter's Wharf, and either side of that was mills. Okay, over there, warehouses, mills, etc., all in there. I'm guessing part of the Maltons. I do know that Hewitt's Brewery was the other side of where I'm pointing the camera now. But yeah, but that was called Ranter's Wharf. And then over there, I think I've already mentioned it, was the Grimsby Corporation Tramways. And that is 100 years old this year. Okay, I might have mentioned that before. So yeah, so this is where I am again. All this area, totally changed. You got some original buildings through there, which I can't remember what they are now, but Molson's, I mean, all this was railway tracks before they built all this, basically. All the way near enough to here. Everywhere that had something to export, to sell, wood, coal, needed trains, and there was a lot of that. Right, so let's move on to the next. I've just turned out of Eastgate now, okay, and I'm now on Robinson Street East. Now, Eastgate carried on, okay, it went under that wall there, probably just heard the train go by, but there was a subway here. You probably can remember it, absolutely, well, it was really bad. And it came out to the side to the continuation of Eastgate. But when you came out, you went across Robinson Street West. Okay, there's plenty of houses down there, so if any of you lived in any of these, leave comments below. Okay, so Eastgate went back out onto Queen Street. Now I'm going to walk up here and show you roughly where the bridge was to get across to Robinson Street West, okay, which came out on Home Street. So let's all walk up there and I'll show you where the bridge roughly was. It basically tells us the scar in the wall. So let's have a look at that. Right, as I was saying, I'm nearly at the bridge now, when I crossed the railway, which is to the side of me. And this is Home Street. So you came out of here, and as you can see across there, you see the difference in the walls? That is where you went across the footbridge, okay, to Robinson Street West. And then you moved a little bit this way. I know this is strange, but it carried on, Home Street carried on straight through where that fence is there. So you got the bridge there, you turn at the bottom of it, and you was back on into Home Street, and it came out onto Queen Street. And there's only a little bit of Queen Street left. There's a Wellington pub on the corner there, and the church, one of the churches is still standing. But I'm going to go down there and tell you something else what was down there as well, what I've recently found out. Okay, I mean, I do a lot of research and you come across these things, but I'm going to walk down there anyway. Okay, let's go and have a look. I'm now stood on actually past your street level crossing, but there's the sign for Queen Street, which used to be down there before they built all this, before they knocked it all down. You see in the background one of the churches is still there, yeah, but this used to be Queen Street. Now, there was a works over there, we know what that was Hewitt's Brewery. Okay, but down here, to the, sorry, that way, to the right, as you came through Home Street, across that bridge, come on the other side, there was housing down there. Okay, now as I walk a bit further down here, I'm going to go down this way. I know this is a new route, I get that. This is the new building there. I can't remember what they're doing there now, but anyway. But we go past here and all the way down here. I'm going to go through here and keeping this on just to show you what it would have been probably like. And Queen Street is probably, you know, it's probably over that way more than it is where I'm stood now, because the pub on the corner there, the Wellington, okay. But on this side, you see this place here, it looks like it's shut for some reason. Must be still on holiday. Nice. Yeah, Christmas holiday extension there. But anyway, so let's carry on here. So the thing is, once you get past this, now I used to walk across here down that subway. You to come out from over there through town before it was started. I think it was here then, I'm not sure. 100% can't remember, because you know that's how it is. But yeah, so you came out somewhere where this building is here. It's not quite in line, but near enough. You came through there and you was out onto Queen Street, which, like I said, I'm on the other side and it was over that way. Right, so we'll go a bit further up here. Again, I'm still on Queen Street. It's stretched quite a way. Right out onto the East Mare Street there. Now, just here and through there was the continuation of East Street. It came through here. And on the corner, as you turn round, past the houses and that were still there, terraced houses, etc. on Eastgate, continuation into Queen Street, there was a clinic. Okay, and the number I've got on there is 38. And that was somewhere in this area here. So yeah, there was a clinic there. So if any of you can remember any of these, and obviously lived on the streets or went to the clinic or anything like that, just put it in the comments below. Because all this round here has been totally, well, it's gone, isn't it? I mean, let's see, there was the library down there, Victoria Street, the temporary one. Upper Burgess Street, etc. Lower Burgess Street, all over that way. Completely gone. It's all completely changed, isn't it? But if any of you have memories of that, comments below. Okay, let's move on to the next. I'm on the other side now of Queen Street. Now, I was going to show you this, you know, while I'm passing it. I did show it from over there. But this was a church, and there was another church. I think it was 3 churches along here, along this stretch. But you can tell that this was. Right, check it up there. You see the windows up there, look? It's still got the sandstone on them. Okay, like a church would have been built from. But this has definitely changed over the years, this place. But it's still here. And it just gives you an idea of what in this street, you know, was like. Started from up there. There's the big wall there. That's where the Hewitt's Brewery was, some of it. The Wellington pub behind there. And the big building there that's now flats. They call it the Cooperage, is it? And where the law courts and things are, that's where the brewery actually was. But a lot of history just in this little area here. Okay, let's move on. On Railway Street now, okay, and over here, show you where I'm looking at, there's Asda, and over there used to be Hollis Street. Okay, and this did used to turn around there, by the way, it was just much sharper back then, it's been straightened out. Right, so the reason I'm here, yes, I'm going to have a look at a car park. But in this car park, right here, just here, there was a slaughterhouse. Over there, coal yards, overall here, railways, industries, etc., coal yards, wood yards. Okay, yeah, so a slaughterhouse, if any of you worked in there during the time, I don't know when it was demolished. I'm assuming it must have gone when they started building Asda over there. But yeah, there was a slaughterhouse. Right in, well, I was just showing you. Hang on. Right in there. Okay, let's carry on. Right, so I'm now on Freeman Street. Now I'm going to take a look. Hopefully I won't get caught down the side of Cotties, okay, which is in front of me where I'm looking now. I'll turn this camera around in a second. It's quite a busy day today. So, yeah, there. So I'm going to walk through there, okay, and hopefully you might be able to find something. Let's go and have a look. Right, okay, so I'm going to have a look down here. Let's go and have a walk. This is at the side of Cotties. So I'm going to be careful. There's a camera up there. As you can see, I just go to the back of the railway. Look how old this is, look, down here. To the side. There's hay-lofts and all sorts down here. Fantastic. Look at that. Okay, that's a quick look down there. There's a camera down there, so I'm going to move off. Currently on this street now, just off Freeman Street. You see the sign up there, I'm on Church Street. This, by the way, was formerly Wilco's, and it was a supermarket as well in its time. And across the road, this big building here, corner of Freeman Street, that used to be where the Prince of Wales pub was. Okay, I'm down here because there was a club down here, and it was called the Exchange Club. Now, any of you come to this one, like I said, I'm on Church Street. Okay, there was a big building I've just shown you, that was Wilco's. There was a pub down here, I'm not sure, I can't remember its name. I don't think it was the Dogger Bank, because the Dogger Bank was where Wilco's was. But anyway, so we moved down, there was a few houses where some of these garages is down here, and this club was roughly in there. Okay, roughly in here, and these on here was all housing just there, but the club was roughly where that building is there today. Okay, so I'm going to walk down this passage now down here. This is the back side of like where Wilco's was and the Exchange Club. So I'm going to walk down here anyway, just to show you, because like I said, there was housing down here at the time, are now sadly gone, but I mean, this passage still got its cobbles on it, which is really great. I think I featured it on a few videos in the time. It was a nice stretch of it there. Okay, so past this big building here, which is to the right, and the back of the pub, what I just mentioned, was roughly here. Okay, where these windows are. So that was that. Moving further along, I passed a few houses. I'll give you a number of these actually. It was 46, 44, 42 and 40. 46 was the pub, by the way. 44, 42 and 40 was houses, terraced housing. So this club, and look, it's great because some of the cobbles are here, so that really puts it right. It was here. Now as you can see the back of this, look. These bricks look old, the top of it's been redone, so I'm assuming this is part of the original building what was here, the Exchange Club. So I always like coming around the back of places. Now, the car park here, through there, that was also there at the time. Now, whether or not you could walk out of there into here, I'm not sure. But if this is the back door to it, which looking likely, but obviously I need your help on this one, somebody, just to make sure I'm probably right or wrong in the comments. But yeah, looking at it, I would say this was the back of the Exchange Club. Okay, so let's go to the next location. Right, so I'm now stood on Wellington Street. Okay, and now I mentioned, I think you've probably already seen this video, the theatres video, a passage that came from here right up to the cinema itself. Okay, on Robert Street, and I've actually located it, and looks like part of it is still with us. So I'm going to go across the road. It's a freezing cold morning, and you see it's straight through there. Now, where the camera's pointing, you can actually see, look, see that like houses there at the back, the old ones, not these new ones. That is where it was, straight through there. It does turn a bit, by the way. But yeah, the passage still exists. So you walk down there and you came straight out at the cinema on Robert Street. Yeah, I'm on Littlefield Lane now. Just come down here because I noticed this a few days ago, actually a week or two ago. And got all these boards down here. Look, this is the cricketers, by the way. He's on the, if you look down there, on the right hand side. I wonder what they're going to do in here, look. I do know that the club was down there. He got burnt down. Is it a cricket club or something? I wonder what they're going to do in this field. I did see them clearing it at one time, and obviously somebody's bought it. I wonder what they're going to do with this. So this is what water it was, look. Before it got, you can move up here. Yeah, that got burnt down, if I remember rightly. If I'm wrong, comments below. But yeah, so what's going to happen in this field? I'll keep an eye on it, and if anything occurs, I will be back to film it. Okay, let's go. Right, so I've just been filming some of the streets around here, and I've come down here now just to have a look after the storm. And look at all this, you guys. Look at this. All the stuff it's thrown up again, look. I mean, the other time I came down here, probably seen that video already, it was sand. I think it was during the Christmas period, but look at all this. Now, I saw another blogger, he does a lot of drone footage. He was showing you all this last night with the waves crashing. But anyway, yeah, look at this. All this down here. But there's something else I spotted as well. I'm going to go down onto the beach. Look at this down here, a pile of gravel. Amazing the power of the sea, isn't it? I mean, wow, it's still windy today. Let's go and have a look. Yeah, he was down here. I'm going to go down these steps. Very carefully, by the way, because look, it's down there. I'll try to zoom in a bit for you. There you go, down there. Look at all them rocks and things that have been blown up. They've either been revealed or they fell off when they've been rebuilding at some time. Massive pieces of stone and slabs. So I'm going to have a walk up, and we'll be back on the streets. Don't worry about that. I mean, I know you've probably seen millions of Cleethorpes videos in the time, but I'm going to walk up there anyway and see what else has arrived, and I'll get back onto the streets. Okay, let's move on. Okay, as I was walking off to film some more streets, I noticed this. These are the other steps. Okay, there's some more. I think I filmed them before further down that way, but these have been revealed, and all this storm and high winds we've had lately, and you can see it, look. Loads of these in this one, really exposed very well. You can see in front of some of the makeup of it there, look, the stones underneath, how it was actually formed. And also, this platform's been revealed. Now, whether or not that was used to something, or it's, I don't know, fell off from up there, I don't know, but look at that. You see it's got nuts and bolts in it there. Looks it, obviously, there we go. So there's nuts and bolts in it there, so it must have held something, and there's some on the other side as well. So I wonder where that came from originally. Right, now on Grimsby Road now, like I said, I'm back onto the streets at last. Right, okay, so this is Tennyson Road. I've come to look at what is going to happen to this place. It had a fire, if you all remember. Not a lot, I don't think, happened to it. It did a lot of damage, just like taking the roof off or something like that. Let's go a bit further round. This is while I'm passing. I think we all remember the night that happened. I'll stick the camera up in the air there so you can see through. There you go. Look at that. So I wonder what they're going to do with this one. It's a very old church, it's been here quite a long time. It did have a date on it, and sadly I think that stone's gone. But there you go. The church that got burnt down, I mean, it's still got its spire there. Okay, the one across the road there, 1914 on it. That was an electrical showroom. It was on the side and the gas, I think it was. And also, I remember it being a Lancia garage. Everybody can remember that, and I've got that right. All right, let's move on to another street. Right, so now, again, off Grimsby Road on this one, Pelham Road. Now down here, before it moved in 1925, and I'm going to go in the middle of the road, it's a bit silly. Down there, and off to the right was the tram station before it became a factory. Now they are building down there. I saw it from a bridge when I was going over. But yeah, that's where the tram station was, down there, before it moved into town in 1925. The building's still there because it's 100 years this year. So yeah, that's where that was. All right, let's carry on. Okay, so I'm now down Phelps Street. I've just come down here because, I mean, when you notice windows like this, look, with the nice carvings and things that have been thinking in. I wonder what this used to be. I'm not sure. It used to be a factory of some kind, or something was in there. I remember walking past it. So there's a doorway in there, look. Somebody can tell me what that is, that'd be great. This is Phelps Street. Let's have a look down here. Yeah, there's an alleyway down there, look. It goes all the way through. We'll go down there. But as you can see as well, up there, look. There's a lift, so that'll be an aloft in there, which, yes, there is, I can see it. Bit hard to see from where I'm stood, but it is there. Just sort of here. Okay. So I wonder what that was in there. Yeah, so this is Phelps Street. So if you live down here, and this looks like an old passageway as well, judging from the curbstone. There's no cobbles on there anymore. It runs straight through there. And that's right in front of the camera. Is it the Rutland Arms? So it runs quite a long way down there. Alofts, because there's a piece of wood sticking out of one of the buildings down there. So there must have been quite a few sort of, let's say, I don't know, industries down here, or cottage industries if you like. If anybody can tell me, that'd be great. Well, this passage is really good. I walked past it enough times. So yeah, Phelps Street. Okay, on we go. Other side now, with the alleyway I was on Phelps Street. And this is what I saw. So what you could see was this part of the building here. Okay. But as you can see, if it did run all the way through here, it would have been a long time ago. So where I'm standing now, roughly, probably would have come out somewhere down here. Okay, this looks like it's closed as well. This is the Rutland Arms on Rutland Street, because it did carry on from across the road down there and come round this way. Right, so I'm on Grimsby Road now, walking a bit further down. Now looking across the road there, See that black building? Anybody go in there? The Spartan. I know I did. And I was 21-year-old when I went in there. Go to the gym, get that turkey and chocolates and pudding off. But that's all part of the streets. I mean, you know, we still do it now, don't they? Put adverts on the telly straight after Christmas. Well, you've had a ton of stuff, and oh dear, it got bigger. Now let's go get rid of it. Oh, everyone to their own, as to say. But yeah, that was the Spartana. Come to the end of another video there. You enjoyed that one. I'd like to welcome all my new subscribers to the channel. I really do appreciate it. And for all you watching my content, I really do appreciate that. So on that note, I will see you all next time on the next video. Bye for now.